Well, it looks like health will be the biggest single issue that could affect your vote when we go to the polls in the Welsh Assembly election this May. But BBC Wales' annual St David's Day poll suggests that there's still some confusion over who runs the Welsh NHS. With those and other findings, our political reporter James Williams.
With the Assembly election on the horizon, BBC Wales' annual St David's Day poll has been gauging the political temperature.
Now, our survey suggests that a third of people say that health will be their top issue when they come to cast their vote on May the 5th. 18% put jobs at the top of their list, while 14% said that immigration was their top priority. But despite voters placing health as the top electoral issue, our poll suggests that confusion persists as to who actually runs the Welsh NHS, because despite 65% of people saying correctly that it's run by health ministers in Cardiff, just under a third were mistaken in thinking that it's run by the UK government in Westminster.
I think it's interesting that we've now seen a slight increase, at least, in understanding that the Welsh Government makes the key critical decisions around health in Wales. And I suspect that that's actually as a result of some of the quite vitriolic attacks on the performance and the governance of the NHS in Wales that have come from the UK Government.
Confusion extended to immigration, voters' third highest Assembly election issue according to our poll, even though it's the UK government's responsibility. Asked if the numbers moving from outside the UK into Wales were too high, just under half thought they were. 37% thought they were just about right, while 8% thought they were too low. Celebrating Wales's National Day from Downing Street to the streets of Cardiff. But how do people feel about the transfer of power from Westminster to Cardiff Bay? Well, our poll indicated that 43% of voters would like the Welsh Assembly to have more powers. 30% thought its current powers were sufficient, 13% would like the Assembly abolished completely, and 6% supported independence for Wales.
Another question we asked was, can you name these four people? And now they're Wales's police and crime commissioners, elected to ensure that our police forces are run properly. But nearly 9 out of 10, 89% of our respondents, couldn't name any of them. Have a look through. Do you recognise any of those faces? Do you know who that person is?
No, I don't know this person.
What about that guy?
No, I don't know as well.
No? No?
Another one chap from Newport Gwent.
Well, yeah, he's there.
I know him, yeah.
You recognise him? What's his name?
Johnson, Ian Johnson.
It's no surprise to some, given that just under 15% of people in Wales voted in the first Commissioner elections back in 2012.
There was no significant awareness raising of the role of commissioners, and I think that needs to be embraced now to make people aware of exactly what commissioners do now and what their function can be in the future.
There's not long to go. Elections for our police and crime commissioners will be held on the same day as the Assembly election, on the 5th of May.
Let's talk to our political editor Nick Savini in Cardiff Bay for us tonight. Nick, what caught your attention in this poll?
Well, Jamie, I'm not surprised that the NHS is the main concern. After all, it's about half that everything the Welsh Government spends. But I think it is worth reflecting on the extent to which health now dominates politics here at the Assembly. You know, it wasn't that long ago when you talk about policies here, it would be health, education and the economy all in one breath. But, you know, you look at the figures that have come from this poll. Just 10% of people put education as the main concern. And as James talked about, 18% said it was jobs and 33% said it was the NHS. It really is pulling ahead. Now, this will come of no surprise to the Assembly members here. The Welsh Government spends so much time defending their record on the NHS. And I was at a briefing of Plaid Cymru this morning, Jamie, in which as they geared up for their conference, they were asked what their priority would be. The answer was health, health and health. So confirmation, if we needed it, that the NHS really is the battleground when it comes to Assembly politics.
Nick Savini, thank you.